Alrighty, and good evening, everyone. This is the Gold Microphone Gaming Channel. You're listening to the one and only Gold Microphone, and we're here for Fallout 4 on Friday. Fallout Fridays, as we colloquially call it. I totally just tripped over my own tongue, but that's par for the course this week. How's your week been? Ah, dear me, dear me. Okay, so the golden standard is applied to my life now instead of just my collaborations. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. Alrighty then. So, we are making our way back into Fallout 4, and as you'll probably notice in the tags, we are going to focus a little bit more on the Minutemen this time, building out some settlements and trying to get the Minutemen um, quest lines going. Because, yes, we love the Minutemen around here. Now, you'll remember last week we started trying to build a pier, and, well, I've had some thoughts throughout the week, and I haven't really come back here to apply them, so we're going to try a little bit of experimentation. What I'm going to try here is sort of I suppose you could call it a horizon type pier. Now, what I mean by that is I'm not going to build a pier out all the way out into the ocean here. No, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build something of a boardwalk type deal along the ocean, along the beach here. I did see the bungalow that my darling not a robot wife sent me, and I honestly am perplexed at how in the world it works. So I'm going to give it a try and see if we can't make a couple of bungalows out here on the ocean. A couple of other thoughts I've had about the settlement here is that it is a lot of land, and I do mean a lot, and most of it is very uneven. My thoughts make me think that because it's all based on sand and stuff around here, what we're going to do is we're going to try and place either a bunch more of these wonderful wooden platforms down to give us an even berth, or if we have the uh, components for it, we'll try and build out some concrete blocks. Just stick some concrete in and give us a sturdy foundation to build off of. There will be steps and there will be other things happening. Necro is here. Hello there, Necro. It's good to see you. How is the USS Constitution? Well, if I can... Wait a minute. Let me just double check what I have in my inventory here. Let's see. Do I have something with a nice scope on it? That's okay. Do I have something better? Oh, that might work. The night vision assault rifle should do the trick. Let's have another look. Pipe right. Nope. Okay, so it's got to be this one. We'll pull this out just so we can have a look. Night vision. Sure, it's daytime, so it's going to be a little bright, but if you'll notice from here, there it is. Still stuck in the building. Flying high, I suppose, is a way to put it. Just sit down for a sec. It's up high, certainly. Quite a long ways up. Hello, Smith Marwa. And how are you? How am I doing? I'm doing all right, thank you. How's yourself? How's your weekend? Well, how's your weekend starting? How was your week? Woohoo! Yes, indeed. It's good to see that it's still up there. I do believe Captain Ironsides is still up there, thinking that he might be able to make it to the ocean at some point. So, for the benefit of everyone here, we are in fact going to be building with that in the background. So that's nice. And the Pridwin is here too. For those of you who have been keeping up with the Fallout TV series, I am 1 or 2 episodes behind. This is the airship that's currently docked here at the Commonwealth. This is where that darned paladin came from. Uh, hmm. Honestly, never seen him in here, but the series is taking place a good couple of years after the events here. The fact that this thing is still flying is worrisome to me, as that indicates to me that the Minutemen probably didn't win over here in the Fallout TV show. We're going to make that happen. So, you'll probably hear some vertibirds taking off and going to and from the Pridwin in the background there. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop into build mode, let our good friend Hancock wander off, and get to building. First things first, can we get rid of this? No. Okay, so that's going to have to be a part of the landscape. Nothing else here can be taken care of or gotten rid of. We have a new concrete wall here, which is lovely. Helps block out the riffraff, so to speak. When we say riffraff, we mean probably the folks at Fort Strong. I haven't seen them come back, but I'll tell you what, I have seen them a few times. That would be the Mirelurk hunters over there. Let's have a good look at them. There they are. Hello there. That's a Mirelurk hunter right there, and they're pretty nasty to deal with. However, I am pretty wicked strong, so they're not too bad, especially as we now have something of a seawall here. It's not much, and, well, since they are aquatic animals, they can just swim around it, which tends to be a problem. However, it's not too big a problem, especially as we have a guard post here. It's fine. Once we actually have people here for guard duty, that will be terrific. Alright, let's get back into build mode and see what we can do about making ourselves a proper boardwalk. A proper boardwalk to start. Here we go. So, let's get a bunch of these. Looks like we've had ourselves a deletion. Do we have ourselves a certain little Seribot to thank for that? Smith was a salesperson. Ah, dear. Thank you, Seribot. Your contributions have always been, well, acceptable. Thank you. Thank you, Seribot. You know what? We're just going to try and put these down and not worry too much about a uniformity as of yet. We're just going to try and get a shape before we can get ourselves some proper uniformity. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's, plug that in. That's right, got to approximate and make sure that all safety protocols are being followed. When I say safety protocols, I mean I'm going to put like a junk fence somewhere in here that will help set things up. Why are you not getting in there? Up, 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 up. There it is. There it is. Crazy. Okay. It was weird. It was weird. Okay, so let's see. So we've got ourselves just a bit of a shoreline start here. So if we come up here, we probably want to start walking up this way. So what we want is a little bit of walkway here. So this will be the site of one of the first shops here, I should think. And if we're going to have boardwalk areas over here, I'm thinking probably a food stall. Got enough tea? I do not have any tea. I've got water, though. I am ready to be hydrated at any time. Let's see. So if we want to do that, we could probably raise... Yes, if we're going to have some kind of food area, we're going to need a little bit of space. So let's see about putting up some walls. I'd probably say go with the shack walls. They're short, unfortunately, but they do the trick. Ah, right, of course, of course. Building on a boardwalk like this is very difficult because I need to remove this in order to put a wall up. Because they attach. Like so. Yes, unfortunately it needs an anchor, and if I make that and I try to put this down, it won't. Okay, so you can sit there, buddy. See if you can fit in there. You, however, can fit in there, and I don't know why that is. So, let's get you on the merry-go-round and try to attach you elsewhere. That's far too far out. That's also... No, that'll have to do. Not sure how we're going to do this. Let's pull this over. Come on. I know I saw you just a second. Just for a second. There you are. Okay, so that's one wall. Okay, so this is going to be difficult. Okay, sure. Alright, so given what we're doing, we are going to try and make a rundown sort of area. So let's move this up. And if that's the case, then we need... So I can't really do that because I need to know where my space is before I can get my furniture down. I don't understand what you're talking about either. So, what I want is walls up first, then I can put furniture down, rather than the other way round. So, I'm sure that that works in The Sims, my darling. It doesn't work here. Let's see. Construction complete. Construction complete. You're right, and unfortunately, these particular walls don't have windows. They have doors. As a window? Not really, no, because it works as a door. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose, but let's put you over here, bud. What's that? Sit that there. And actually, you know what? Put this back here. No, can't do that. Yeah. No, no. Bethesda wouldn't ever try to improve our lot. Never. See, now, instead of windows, we could have these. This is technically a window. It's also a nice little spot that we can have people just hang out in. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Okay, I need you to move. Sit there. And there it is. Now, unfortunately, this means that we don't have any half walls. People could just walk on in, which is fine, I suppose. Other way around? Like this? Oh, that's actually pretty good, because that's kind of how big I want the place to be anyway. Okay, so, as for this wall, we can put that there. We'll have ourselves another one of these. Well, actually, hang on. We'll put one with a little... Yes, there we go, a little curtain. Yeah. It's an old blanket, but it's fine. Really? That is a shame. Off you go. Alright, let's see. I know you're talking to the wife, but it sounds like you're fighting inner demons when there's no one there. Well, my friend, you get to write that as a little bit of law, if you like. What do you mean? Of course I can. I'm just looking at what this looks like. The unfortunate thing is, again, that's not... I literally have a latrine. I don't... My inner demons are telling me that my sense of decor are shit. Now, unfortunately... Oh, it doesn't matter what you think you said. I know what you said. Uh-huh. Sure. This is why I don't play The Sims, yo. Anyway, let's go put that... There we go. That should block things off just nicely. That should do the trick. Okay, so... Let's move this over here. Get this up and out of here. Yes, please. Thank you. And... Let's see. What are we going to do about this? Should just be a wall. Let's see. I suppose a saggy wall's not a bad idea. There we go. Let's go out here for a sec and have a look. It's not too bad. And of course we've got here, which we should block off with a little fence. There we go. There we go. Okay. Just because we want people to actually come in, you know? Come to think of it. One sec. Let's put this over here. This over here. Yes, yes, that's better. Hang on, not yet, not yet. Okay, so the vision is people come in here, they order their food from the bloke that's standing right here, they go over here to sit down, or they go over here to sit down, or they go over here to the little outdoor patio type area to sit down. It should be fine. We probably don't need it to be out that far, but we'll see how we go first. Okay, so if we're going to have a little, you know what, we can put a little bit of furniture up so that we can see just what it is that we're doing now. Now that we're here, now that we've actually got a little floor plan going. So inside, order, sit, sit. We'll call this a walkway, I guess. Probably have like a, I don't know, say a picture or something here. Some kind of picture. Yeah, and you know what? We could just... This could be a nice big outdoor type patio. We could put some fencing here, have a nice roof over. A vending machine? Possibly. A vending machine would do well out here. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about, vending machine. I do have vending machines. I know I do. Part of the decorations. That's not Nuka World, hold on. It ain't just those displays. Ah, furniture, here we go. Containers. Don't think it's containers, actually, is it? No, it's not. It's miscellaneous. That makes more sense to be in miscellaneous. Not in here, though. Strange. Huh. It's not a powered object, I know that. It's definitely not one of these. Because it's not a powered object. It's not. It's not a food maker, believe me. No, I know the vending machine. We have vending machines. They don't work like a vending machine. No. No, a million times they're not. Decorations. Nah, it's not a wall decoration. I don't think it's in the vaults. Christmas trees, but that's about it. The vault statues. What's what? What symbol? It's a Christmas tree. It's a server rack. And because I haven't gone to make my vault, which you can in this game, by the way, I haven't unlocked those items yet. I have unlocked it. Here they are. There's the crap. Here we go. We got an ice cooler, the milk vending machine, the Nuka-Cola machine. Now, what did you want me to do with this thing? Okay. Believe it or not, that's as close as it gets. You can't slap these things against the wall, unfortunately. Ridiculous, right? But I do have a trick. Hold on. Alright, little buddy, you can just sit right there for a sec. Decorations, floor coverings, here we go. Now give me... Yep, that'll do it. Alright, come here you. Sit on the carpet. Grab the carpet. And there we go. Come on. That's it. Come on now. There you are. I'm not. There we go. Neat. Huh? I'm no idea. No idea. I'm thinking it's just going to be by itself. Either way, I should get these walls up first. Let's see. So, if we're going to get this sorted, what we want is an open space so that people can come out and be out here. So, I need some roofing. Let's see if we can get some nice roofing out here. If not, we'll just borrow from one of the other places. Let's see. Obviously, all of this is shack roofing, so it's all kind of shit. But it is meant to be shit, but I think we want to upgrade a little bit from just shack roofing. Oh, let's see. Ah, here we go. Some warehouse roofing is always very nice. There we are. Plenty covered. But let's see if it works first. It probably won't attach to these. Nah, I didn't think so. It has to be the shack roofing, or I could remove all of these walls and replace them with something else. It'll have to be shack stuff then. Alright, so here we go. Damn it, mouse, stop moving. Only move when I ask you to move. No other time. Okay, so let's see what we can do about some roofing. Let's put this here. Oop. Yeah, okay. It's fine and it will do. Alright, so. Yep. Parallel park that. Here we go. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a piece missing out of it. Look at that. Damn. Alright. No, I just need to get something a little more square, I suppose. That's very flat. I'd go with that. Yep, there it is. There's a big old hole right there. Right in the entrance, too. And there's a big old hole here, too. But I'm gonna have to. These are no good, no bueno as far as I'm concerned. There's some flat ones and... Oh, hang on. There is a hole in it, but it's certainly not the massive gap that it once was. This is a reasonable compromise. Let's go with this. So, we'll slope it so that it works with the... There we go, so that it works with this area here. Oh yeah, certainly. I can string up some lights in here too. Should do the trick. Okay, so we will put these on the opposite end. There we go, just like so. So we've got ourselves a nice little triangle bit. What do you mean that's not what you meant? There we go. So I definitely don't understand what you're asking. So let's see. Switch it all the way around. Like... I already have the slope going that way. So I'll put this down then. Yeah, I'm not understanding what it is you're asking. I'm sorry. Okay, let's... Alright, so, let's see. We will need to put some kind of a wall here. It's a bridge. It's a bridge. For what reason? No. It really isn't. Like, look at that. In fact, we can just put it down to show you. Like, that's That's not going to be flush, and you can only go through one area, and this just blocks people. No. I really can't. That's not an option here, unfortunately. As much as I'd like for it to be, it is not. Not really. Not like that. Okay, let's see. Huh. Actually had all these prefabs already. I really could have just put that down. Oh my god. This could have just sat right there. God damn. Admittedly, admittedly, this is nice. However, there's absolutely nothing underneath it. There's no struts. Not really. Like, see, if I try to put it on there, I have to slide it manually. This one can, in fact, go on the sand. Yes, just like this. Yeah, I no, don't think that's going to work. No. I mean, yes, I can leave that on the sand. Not sure what that would accomplish, though. Yeah. Hmm. Not bad. Of course, we've got full-on shacks as well. Hmm. Oh, of course. Just a flat one with a flat roof, really. It is. Not particularly, no. No, that won't work. Like, we can certainly put that on top of the thing, but that means there'd be a step, and we'd have to work with that. See? And even then, there's still the matter of the gap. What? Oh, this thing? Yeah, that's Boston Airport. That's a sculpture that's there. I think the real Boston Airport also has that. Hmm? That's probably for the best. On struts? Yes. But so do those. I can do something about that, but I'm also going to take like a lot of rads to do it. So give me a sec on that. I believe it's the barn has them. Let's see. There it is. There it is. If they attach. Alright, hold up. Just gonna use a platform. Alright. Try that again. I could force it. Okay, and we'll just grab another platform. Come here, buddy. Alright, let's place you somewhere that I can work. That should do it. Whoop. Oh no. Ow, ow, ow. Spicy. Nobody likes that. Okay, so. Uh, mm, 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 hmm. Yes, it is. Ah. Fucking. Alright. Try and stay inside the buildable area. That's attached to the fence for some reason. But that could work to our advantage, actually. One sec. Come on now. Tricky, tricky. Yes, exactly. That's not working. I did. It's attached. See? It is the right spot. If it was going to attach, it would attach. And it is not doing so. It should have, but it did not. The front? Fuck yeah, there it is. Attached right to the bottom of that thing at last. Okay. This will be the more problematic. What it needs is another fence like that attached here. Should do the trick. Alright, let's get that. Another fence. There it is. Okay, let's go and make sure that this is fine. Alright. Alright, you, come here. Friggin'. Okay, let's get on over here. Grab that pole. Come on. There you are, you bitch. Alright. That helps my peace of mind. Get this back out here. You out here too. Okay. Huh. Works. Nice. Okay. That will certainly do there. These we'll move all of these at some point. Try and make it work out nicely. In fact, we could probably put these down now because these walls are in, so that's fine. Only to decorate the outside. Hold on. That there. The boardwalk itself. The ability to walk. Oh no. Are you serious right now? It's not a question of space, it's a question of Bethesda. Seriously? Oh god. Trying to make this work. Trollolol you, my friend. Oh yeah. There we go. It's getting much better. That gap's fine. That gap is not so fine. Yes. No. In fact, it won't go back in now. It'll do. OSHA is not a thing here. Ocean, however, definitely is. Nope. They cannot be moved in. What am I going to put in here? This is a much more involved process than I had thought. This should help things a little bit. There you go. That's pretty nice. And ain't no one falling off of that. Good. Yeah, this is the door. We walk in, we get food, we get seats, we get a drink, and we look outside. To a nice outdoorsy area, I guess. Yes, yes. Should. Hmm? Well, or something. Like... Oh no. No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Short answer, no. Okay, so that's just going to have to stay absolutely nothing. And we're getting close to the edge of the map anyway, so we can probably just call this it for the moment. So we walk in, we find ourselves at our first restaurant. That'll be a great spot to be. We will put up fencing here so that people don't fall down this gap. We will still have this as the... We'll put some stairs here to make this part of the boardwalk. And let's see how far out we can get. About here? We might be able to make ourselves some kind of shop or something. Don't know. Let's see. Let's try and finish this building first. That'll be the main thing to do first. Alright. What? Yes, put down the eatery first. Let's see. We want to put a couple of... I suppose a couple more of these so that we've got a view of the water distillery, so to speak. Alright. Just a couple more of these. Come on now. That's it. Ah, you're in the way. Mm-hmm. I wonder. Maybe. Well, this is open and this one's closed. It really depends what we want. If we want open, then we're going to need to put more fencing up, so this will have to go out there. And because that stake happens to just stay there, that will just stay there, so that'll be fine. you already saw what happened when we tried to put the stake down. It wouldn't. It needs to be attached to this. Yep. So I'm just... Pardon? We had to anchor this on the wall. So I had to move the wall first in order to grab this out and re-anchor it. Yeah. There. Okay. Now the other one. Yep. That'll do the trick. Okay. That's made this a very open area, so we need to get a nice roof on here. I think we can just use the same ones as before. Should be nice. There it is. Okay, so we'll just pull this down. Hmm. It is. It it feels strangely different. I wonder why that is. Oh, that's why. Okay. Come here, buddy. It's the wrong one. No, wrong. Okay, you just sit here, okay? Cool. Let's get the proper one up there. Wait. No, that's not it. What? Okay, so the thicker part over there. No? What are you? Yeah, this ain't it. It is very much a different piece. There it is. This should be it. Yep, that's correct. He would never, never in a million years would Necro want our ventures to fail. Why would we ever think that? Necro. Because it's funny, of course, of course, of course. Of flippin' course. Now we're going to go ahead and put a couple of flat roofs on here. Don't need to have it... Yeah, there we go. Nice flat. There we go. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Should do the trick. And one more of these walls here should do the trick. And then out here we'll just build out some more patios. Okay, so here we go. Never underestimate an opportunity for chaos. Of course. Of course, of course. Why? Why not? Okay. Don't do this. Don't. Hold on. Where is it? Come here. Please. I saw you. I know you can do it. Come on. I know you can go in there. Come on. Come on. I saw you. You get it. You can get in there. Up, 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 up. There you go. Yeah, piece of... Anyway, yeah, piece of scrap metal. Let's go. Now, can we please... Pretty please? Oh, no. You know what? I have a slightly better idea that is dumb, but will work. I'm going to put some fencing in. Do that so that we have a much more open area. Yes. Yes, this is how we do. All right, so open this up to some patios. Nice open areas for lunch. And one closed corner because why not? Okay, so that's not... What's up? That's where we... Oh, for the love of... The chum bucket. That's what we'll put there. Oh, God. Listen. I might look at our toilet options. Believe it or not, we have those. Let's see. Is it under MISC? No, I don't think so. Where are my toilet options? Is it furniture? Oops. Sure, there's bathtubs. Now that's a toilet, certainly. But that's not what I was looking for. There's the fresh, nice-looking toilet. There's a sink, dispenser, pommel horse. Wait. Is it under... Must be under structures. It has to be. Okay. It's not a bidet. Here they are. Proper, actual outhouses with concrete and so on. And even better, that's the outhouse chair. Right here. Okay, then. The main problem is the door. Wait a minute. Let's throw you down here, friend. Please work. Please. I'm hoping. Okay, let's see. So, oh, get out of my way. Out of my way. Actually, you know what? Where are we? I should be able to... Yep, there we go. Store. Okay. Please work. Please, for the love of God. Maybe a more traditional outhouse can just slot in. Is it because it's barn related? Hold on. It's objecting to the entire idea. I'm just gonna try something. No, it's definitely just objecting to this entire business. So... Oh no. Oh, what? For folks who are wondering what that was, our dear cat Mooney is laying down on the desk over to my right. She's got a towel, she's set up, she's quite happily sleeping, or was quite happily sleeping. However, our incredibly sneaky little champagne mushroom cat, Layla, slowly and stealthily reached up from the floor up the desk to lightly bat Mooney on the butt and then walked off, giving Mooney not so much a fright as something to be extremely upset about. And now she's staring at us like we allowed that to happen, and there is going to be retribution, and no one is safe. Hopefully, she's going back to sleep. She is ready to kick someone. All right. So refuse to elaborate. Yes, Layla did in fact refuse to elaborate on why she did what she did. The jerk. All right. So an idea occurs to me that maybe if I can find a small enough bridge or something, I could just have the outhouse as... I was hoping to have the outhouse, like, say, sit here and connected. No, I don't want to store it yet. So have the outhouse, like, here or something, and then have it sort of connect. Just, on a concrete block, of course. But now I've realized there's probably not some... It might not. Okay, let's see if we can't get this to connect. I did want it with the shack, but the shack doesn't have tiny pieces like this. It really doesn't. But the problem is, when it comes to this sort of thing, shack stuff and warehouse stuff does not work together for some really dumb reason. I'm not sure what it is. That's not going to work. Okay, so unfortunately it seems like our outhouse is going to have to be out here somewhere, which is fine. We can sort this out. It's not going to work. It's enormous. It's huge. I'm trying. And it's far too long. Come on now. Come on now. That's a maybe. Alright, let's hop on. That should be okay. Alright. Now this will not connect. We know this already. But we're going to try and make it work. Oh, hello, champagne mushroom. And there it is. In all of its glory. There is privacy, and there's even better privacy if we get over... Where was it? Boxcar, scaffolding... It wasn't warehouse. Well, it was warehouse, I'm pretty sure. No? Was it barn? Must be barn. Just looking for... Ah! The toilet seat for one. And... the door. Actually, yeah, it's this way, because the hinges are on the outside, so it can open out. And... it works as a seat, as it should. I can just wait in here if I want to. Now we up and off the loo and done. Obviously, it's not going to be very well covered in rain, but that doesn't matter at this point because it's the ocean, and no one has to know. But we're pretty sure that just drops straight into the ocean, so that's fine. That's fine. It's right close to where everyone's eating, but that's fine. That's fine. Meanwhile, look at this. This is a nice little cafe. There does need to be something here.
When is someone finally gonna turn that down?
One little fence. In fact, make it work with the rest of the fence here. Or an approximation anyway. Yeah, that'll work. This attaches to the outside, so it's close enough. It's fine. No, then there's no base for it to sit on. Whereas this has this to sit on. Oh no, heavens no. I wish, but no, definitely not. Alright, so, finally, we're here. So, this will be where you get your food from. This is a couple of chairs and tables here. You could call a machine here. A couple more chairs and tables around here. We definitely want plenty of spots and seats for people to actually, be. We will decorate with some lights, which means we're going to have to bring some power over here. That's not a problem. This is a nice view of the rest. It will be. It will be very nice. None of this lights up, by the way, so we're going to have to make it look nice. Okay, so we'll put down the bare necessities for furniture now. I suppose that could mean a door as well. Let's put, you know what, should we bother with a door since this is, it doesn't really need a door. There's no need for a door on this establishment. It's not like anyone's living here. No one's going to live here. This is fine. What we need is the shop to start. So, the store that needs to be here obviously is food. And what we need for food, and we'd like to make it nice and big, is the restaurant bar. So, we can put this about here. And then we'll put a little boundary here, and a couple of nice mats for someone to stand up on here. Yes, as a matter of fact, I can probably put this back just a teensy bit more. Okay, so we need to put, let's see, yeah, we need a blocker here, but I don't think we're going to put a blocker here. We're just going to have, that'll just be open. That should be fine. Yeah, okay, that'll be open. We'll put a little blocker here. I think I've got something for that. Let's see. It'll be a furniture. It'll be a furniture piece, some kind of a table. I know there's an end table of some description here. I'm sure there's one that will fit. No, it's okay. Oh, here we go. The counters. Here we go. This does the trick. Let's see. So, cupboard, vent, sure. Something big. Oh, that would work just nicely, actually. Yeah, that's beautiful, actually. Just have someone here. That'll be... Ooh. Ooh, I wonder, actually. Hold on. We'll keep the counter here. I want to see if I can put something really dumb right here. Something super dumb. Let's see. Something really dumb that just should not be here. An espresso machine. Because I know that there's one here somewhere. Or TV, I suppose, works. I hope I can find one. Put Gaia there. She really shouldn't be there. You're not wrong. You're not strong. Yeah, strong absolutely should not be there. Let's see. An ashtray, a basketball hoop, fireplace, a cigarette machine. Let's see. Please. You know, that could work. There's also the oil lamp. True, I could just put a plant up. It'd be nice to have a radio, though. Put Mooney's Vengeance there. Mooney's Vengeance should not be here. You're quite right. Oh, that's nice. A trash can. Heck yeah. We can certainly have that around. There's the Vim machine, some wall sconces. There is a jukebox. I suppose we can put that around here somewhere. A couple of meat bags. That's not cool. Oh, these are the spooky things. Hanging ghosts. The hanging witch. Jack-o'-lanterns. That's right. All the spoopy stuff is here. Tombstones. Candles. Cauldrons. One that's actually smoking. I'm sorry, a Nuka-Cola Quantum Cauldron? What? Excuse me? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's got Nuka-Cola in it. And the other one is what? Empty? Tis. And this one just has straight up Nuka-Cola Quantum. Boiling Nuka-Cola in there. Well, it'll go just nicely on this counter. Anyway, no, it won't work. It seems like it only wants to go on the floor anyway, so no worries about that. Bunch of crates. The crates? Yeah, probably. Maybe. I'm thinking we could probably put this out on the boardwalk somewhere, make it look like, I don't know. This would be nice, certainly. Probably put fences around that. That doesn't look too bad. Looks kind of nice. All right. Well, anyway, what other? Let's see. There's other crates and stuff. There's big old fish buckets, tannery hides. There's straight up a grill, a clean ashtray, clean radio, a big old speaker that's actually I like that. There it is. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Please, please. Oh my god, it fits. Oh my god, it fits. It fits perfectly. Need a plant in there? All right, hold on. Let's put this just where the customers will not. Oh my god, I have it. Okay, I need you to move back a little bit, sir. Come here. I need you to sit properly. Thank you. Oh my god. That's insane. That's dumb. That's so dumb. I love it. I love it. That's so dumb. Flippin' hell. That's love that. Okay. It's beautiful is what it is. Ooh, hey, hang on. That needs to go out. Hold on. Put that in the near the power plant here. Pity it's not a flying flag, but whatever. All right. Okay, so plants. We're getting back to the plants. Gotta move back. All right, plants. Let's see. Big ones, small ones, some. Let's see if they actually sit on the bench. Let's see. Little one? No. It only sits on the floor. Then our people can't get in there. Oh, like here? Actually, that'd work. Okay, so we've got this lovely fern. Got this hardy little creature here. Got a sort of withered kind of creature, but looks like it's going to try its best to make its way out. This one apparently has leaves, but it looks like we're not in the season for it. This is a much bigger plant. Quite beachy and leafy. I do like that. Even if it does clip into the bar, I'm quite fine with that. Necro says, come to think of it, to make Nuka-Cola boil, I suspect you don't have to heat it. Just point at it with a neutron emitter. Given that they do in fact put nuclear isotopes in Nuka-Cola, that would probably work, honestly. And we've got another stacked little one within a red pot. I think it's the same ones, but in a red pot. So we want it in a red pot, or do we want them in a blue pot? That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Beachside bar of sorts, yes. Okay, so with the bar started, let's see about tables and chairs. Those will be fun. Oh, 100%. That should be back here. That's an indoor table. There's your usual cafe table. We can certainly use those. We'll have them like here out in the window, so to speak. Booths? No, booths won't fit in here. Or I don't think they will. Let's. I was going to say, let's have a look at them. They should be under chairs. Let's see. Should be along here somewhere. Booths, booths, booths. I did not go past them. Here we go. Booths. Let's see. They can fit. They're just going to be a. They could work. Nothing much that I can tell. I can just try to sit them in a little better. Oh, hello. Huh. Hedges? That's as far as it goes. Rectangular. Let's try. See what we can do. There's the booth. Turn it around so that it can fit. Oh, that's not going to work. Not quite. So we're going to have to do something about this middle part. I know what we can do about the middle part. First things first, let's get this settled into place. Okay, so we'll just place it down. And we'll get it a little further in. Oh, it won't go further in. I'm not sure it's the wood block. That's as far as it'll go that way. Let's try a little further that way. That seems to be as far as it'll go. Come on now. Come on now. Work with me here. Okay, why aren't you working with me? Oh, no, no. What I was thinking of doing was putting a table here, and a chair here, and a chair here. Could work. Let's see. So let's grab this table. It will, in fact, fit there. And then get into the chairs. And if I'm right... Oh, ain't no way I'm a genius. Am I a genius? Probably not, but let's sit this aside and have a look. I doubt a rectangular table will fit, but let's have a look. That's definitely not going to work. Yeah, no. That is not going to fit in that space. This one? That's not going to fit in the space. Needs to be much smaller, like that circular table I had. See, now this itty-bitty thing is going to do the trick too. I'd rather not. That's not going to do it. That's way too low. That's too small. That's going to stick right into someone's gut. That's a half table. Yeah, I'm going with any and all rectangular tables are not going to do the trick here. That is a square. Yeah, I don't either. Goodbye. I mean, there's this old picnic table. The ovals? Let's see. It's too big. I'm telling you, that's too big. Look. Okay, so just so that you've got this, I'm trying very hard not to fall off this table, apparently. Okay, so hopefully I won't fall. Now, come on now. Come on. Okay, so that's not going to work. Alright, I am turning it. As you can see, it's far too big. Last one, also far too big. Look. Mm-mm. So I'm telling you, like I said, that circular table is perfect for this. Definitely not. So that's just going to have to do. But that's going to sit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people at least now. That's good. Good start. This place will be bustling. There will be a lot more people. We're probably going to put up like another fence here, I think, so people can use that. Might do that now, actually, since we're here. Actually, I wonder, do we have any pretty little picket fences? We do. Maybe some wire fences? Not really. It, well, no. 100% no. Unless I can put this like... It's not so much connecting as it is setting down a boundary. See, what we can do with that now is to attach this to it and try to get it to work. Which it does not seem to want to. Hold on. How about this one? No. Come on now. Ah, alright, fine. Maybe you're right from the outside. Let's see. So it just doesn't seem to want to. I'm going to show you something funny. Oh dear. And too short. So first we'll get rid of that. There should be. Alright, so that's the short one. Okay. That's too long. The entire platforms? Yeah, they're entire platforms. That's not going to work. Yeah, so I'm just going to use the other things. Yeah, it would have been nice. This, however, should fit just nicely. As long as we can line it up nice. Maybe we can turn it around. Get back down there, you fool. There. Now come around the other side. Come round the other side. And get us a much smaller one. So no one falls into the ocean. The only thing falling into the ocean should be deuces, not people. Definitely not. Best I can do is that. See, that one's shorter still. It's okay. That actually looks like it belongs. That's pretty okay. Nice solid chunk. That's way too long. See, that would block off that entire area too. I suppose it's fine. Actually, it's not too bad. That should do the trick. Nothing but a fence, which this already is. So this should be fine. Yeah, actually, that should be fine. Move what up? Yeah, at the cost of having a gap to fall into the water. Whoops. Whoops. Get back in there. Alright. That feels safer. That feels much safer. And this is fine. This is fine. Okay. You know, that's not a bad idea. We can put a plant there. You saw all of our plants. Like that. What we need is a small one. I suppose a couple would. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. I did not see Necro's comment. Hello there. We joke about food and candy and the Yetis having so many E numbers in them. It's amazing people didn't glow in the dark. Well, Fallout took that seriously. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Literally any and every piece of food from the pre-war era had some kind of radiation in it. Even the chewing gum has radiation in it. Ah, but it was for a nuclear age, the age of the cleanest energy around that could help power mankind forever. In case you didn't catch that, that was sarcasm. I very much despise nuclear technology in most, if not nearly, all of its forms. Don't come at me, I won't listen. Alright. Nah, I still don't believe in nuclear energy, even if people were good. People as shit has always been a thing, but nuclear technology, no thanks. That shit can stay undiscovered, thank you very much. I know engineers would disagree, it's why I don't have any engineer friends. You notice that? I've disagreed with every engineer ever to talk about nuclear technology with me. Every single one of them. Even yours. Yeah, you've had a couple of engineer friends talk to me about nuclear energy, and I've shut them down every time. It's like, no, you can't convince me, you won't convince me. I'm sorry, we can't be friends. Ben, one, and I believe at a party that I went to a very, very long time ago. Before I first met you, I think. It was at your house in Rydalmere. I mean, in real life, we had stuff like the Radium Girls, whose jaws fell off because they painted clocks. I know them, poor things. Imagine what the Fallout universe might have experienced and swept under the rug, because Jesus Christ, everyone was full of radiation. If you say so. My wife is trying to tell me that nuclear energy is a good idea, but people suck. I'm trying to tell her in no unknowable terms, nuclear energy is and always has been a terrible idea, and it should never have happened. It is terrible. Now, until you can stop radiation from happening, radiation in the form that nuclear energy makes, because I know everything has radiation. I know that. You eat enough bananas, you will die of radiation poisoning or a burst stomach, whichever. But I'm really 1000% not convinced. Hmm? A what? Yeah, it's a billiards table. It certainly can, and it probably should. Problem is, I don't know where. It's not exactly enough room for it. Hmm. This could be nice, playing pool by the water. And then you could just have more chairs and stuff over here. And of course, a couple of chairs to sit and, I don't know, smoke, because cigarettes are still a thing in Fallout universe. There are, in fact, bar stools and bar tables, yes. I could put a couple of stools right here in front of the bar, actually, now I think about it. I should have some bar stools, do I not? I'm sure I do. Let me check that. Necro says, I feel like it would be opening a can of worms to chip in on that conversation. You're darn tootin' it would be. Because I have a feeling... Of course Necro has ideas. Yeah, I got some stools. Heck yeah, let's see what... Oh, here we go. One... They're just... Oh dear, there's not even a... It's a metal... It's a metal plate. These seem like they're better. How about a red and green and red one? Yeah, so we'll have... Yeah, alternating. There we go. Why? They can sit at the bar. Oh, out here. Yeah, yeah. We want ourselves to have some backs on those chairs. And a couple of tables as well, actually, now I think about it. So I'll just put... I've got tiny tables. Probably some tall ones. Let's see. Okay, so we'll start... Okay, so let's... Here we go. Should be able to look in at our... Hopefully some tall tables. Work out really well with that. Quite a lot of little and low tables. Got some desks here. Plenty of desks. Kitchen tables. Oh, here are the clean ones. The clean items. These are nice. Oh, clean table. But none of them are bar tables like we have in Outworld. Oh dear. Well, that's certainly a shame. That is a missed opportunity is what that is. But I could make a clean table appear here. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Much better. Much better. Probably want to pull this out a little bit. Yeah, we want people to not get caught up. So round here we'll have ourselves a couple of tables, some chairs. They'll have to be small tables, unfortunately, but... Very well. We'll take out a bar stool to see how tall these things need to be. This is not the shortest, but they are all very similar. You will see. Yeah, they're much taller than actual chairs. You know, the patio furniture would do the trick, though. Here we go, yeah, a couple... Exactly, a couple of these with a table in between should do the trick. And a patio table, specifically. Like this. Look at that. Get ourselves another chair. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice. Probably replicate the same here because... Vases? No. No. Any and every vase has pretty much been shattered. Pottery? Only the... What do you mean, why wouldn't you? Okay, let's see if we can find some pottery. I doubt it, but we'll see. I'll... Give us a proper look at you. There you go. They're filing cabinets. They're not proper tables. That is a laundry hamper. Go on. Okay. Keep going to the left. It's a dresser. Yeah. Not really. Not really. Can I put anything on it? Not really. Not really. Hold on, the mouse is trying to escape. Okay. It's a crate. It's for storage. You can store things in it. In fact, everything in this subcategory is for storage. Probably. There we go. Okay. Toolbox. Tool chest. Steamer trunk. Is now. Nope. Because it's a trunk. You need to open the lid. Just moving this across. Over here? I mean, probably. I'd say one of the leafy ones. That's the only one. Like I said, they're the same as these, but they're in blue. I don't think we'll put the lantern there, no. I mean, I guess the ashtray works. No? What's what? This? It's a cigarette machine. Definitely not. Just doesn't want to. I mean, yeah. That's probably the best spot for it, actually. I suppose the ashtray over here would do wonders. I'm sure there's a clean ashtray we can. There's also there is the bin. I don't know, next to the diners. Oh wait, one behind here. I mean, where are they going to put their stuff? Ah, sweating terribly here. It is too damn hot, I swear. We cannot turn on that aircon either. Dumb. Not till it's fixed. Get a dirty ashtray. Here we go. Because I can. Suppose we can get the clean one. We have a real feel of minus 11 degrees. You bastard. You absolute bastard. Said with love, but you're a bastard. Anyway, clean ashtray. Where did you want this? Like, probably here in the corner where all the smokers are? There we go. Nice. Ooh. Thing on the left. That's a grill. You want the grill, you want to put that out there on the beach. So we'll do that later. Right now, I'm... Tannery hide, tannery hide, tannery hide, lobster cage, fish basket. I mean, out here, sure. See, that can fit on there for some reason. See? Look at that. That just looks like it's part of it. Now, more important though. Speaker for classical. Darn it. I was hoping for different radio. Should be back here though. Huh? The scary tree, the skull candle, the specimen jars. We looked at these before, honey. No. Because I said so. Sure. Not for a bar though. See, these candle bottles, these I can understand. It's not a vase. Can we put these on the table here? No, we cannot. We can put it on this table, though. That will do nicely. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Hey, bud. Sizes. There's a thin one. See? Hmm. Probably not. Nope. Why? Not while there's a bin there. All right, let me show you something. Machine over. Right next to the bin. The bin has to move. Where else would it be? Okay, just next to the people? Yeah. All right. What? Cola bottle? In the menu? Oh, that's Nuka World. No, that's full. That's full of awful stuff. As an example, a flag. That's it. It's all it's got because we've never been to Nuka World. We haven't unlocked anything from there. Okay, so we need a couple more chairs over here so we can have more diners. This place is going to fill up real quick. we go. Here we go. Alright. Yes, I see you. What are you doing? Bruh. You can come and take a seat, but why are you just standing there?
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Bruh, he should be able to. What's your problem, bruh? Go on. Move.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Yes, the crop's coming in pretty good. You're in the way. Go. Get out of the way. Jesus. You know what? We get rid of this, they won't have a way to go. That's fine. That's right, I removed it. Now you've got no choice. Walk around. What? What do you mean, why didn't it work? I don't know, it's Bethesda. Things don't work randomly. Yes, in The Sims, not in Bethesda games. Bruh. Move. 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 Don't give me that stink eye. What the fuck, man? Yeah, that's right. Go on.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing
Hmm?
but trouble.
Calling him over. You are daft. Hancock, you are daft. It's not so much that it's in the wrong place, as I will repeatedly say over and over again, it's a Bethesda game. That's it. It's literally all you need to know. See, now that clicked just a few seconds ago, and now it won't. Yep. Why are you standing right exactly where the fence is going? That's right. Now you can't do your jump. Yep. I know it's scary, but all you have to do is take one step. Not that way. God damn idiot. Alright. I'll say it again. This is a Bethesda game. It's random chance that he'll get through. I can't tell you if he will or won't. I can only build the place. I've done everything I can. He won't be fine. The unfortunate sap lives in... No, we haven't. Of course I do. Those bottles were in here. Wait, was that? Perfect. Diamond City. We can put that here. Perfect. The what? Yes, yes, we're getting it. We're getting it. Here it is. What? All right. Oh, hello. You can come up here too. That'll be nice. Let's bring this over. Yeah, it's nice. Exactly, a little space to work. We'll leave this open. But this is nice. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 places to sit and eat and drink and whatever. 2 places to sit down for players. And we can do another set over this side. Yeah, we can do that. That's no problem. It will be nice. See, so a nice round table and some patio chairs ought to do the trick. Now, were they over? They were not over this side, were they? Nope. Right, they were past the bar stools. Here they are. Nice patio chairs. Very nice. And of course, any and all smokers will have a very terrible time trying to get there. That's fine. I don't much care for smokers. There we go. Maybe we'll move these over just in case. Use what? There we go. That's good. Get in there. That depends. There we go. Okay. And then, you know what? A line of pot plants here, like these ones, for example, would do just fine. Sorry, what? I'm going to move the chest a little further in there, because it fits nicely. And then I think it might be better to have ourselves another chair. That's what I'm thinking, yeah, just some kind of nice little sofa. Like that. That'll do just nicely right there. Nice. Oh, wait. What? Perhaps. Perhaps a table there would be better. Now, let's see what kind of table. Something square, you say? Alright, give me a sec. Something that I'd expect a lamp to be on? He's just standing there, menacingly. I've just saw that from Necro. Now, say that again? Something I'd imagine a lamp to be sitting on. Like this. Alright. It really didn't. Yep. Well, I suppose that would work. Yes. Sort of. I sort of have a lamp that can fit on there. There it is. Very much so. What? Yes, it is. Not in here, that's for sure. It really doesn't. However, this, it does. I'll do you one better. Hold on. Where is my... Let's see. No, it's not in power. It has to be a decoration. It has to be. Jukebox. I suppose we've already got the radio, so that's fine. Maybe just another couple of vending machines. Got a garbage bin. No, nothing goes on the bar. I'm telling you this for your own... Yeah, this can probably go up here, though. Hold on. Should do. There it is. Yep, a oil lamp on the cigarette machine. That's the safest possible thing. The thing is, if we're going to light this place up, we have electricity. Hmm. God, I hope not. Oil lamp makes perfect sense. You can light them right away. Hey, that's true. Well, actually, hang on. Where's my signs? Here we go. There's the open sign. Alright. Let's get back to lighting this place up. Obviously, we need to light up the pool table. Oh yeah, that's nice. I do. I can. Come on now. There. Now, other lights. There's the hanging light bulb. Which, by the way, one in the loo. Which wall? On the inside? Guess that works. Okay then. Yeah. We'll start stringing electricity over here in a second. Actually, you know what? We'll string it over now so that we can actually work on the lights. Since we're already in the dark, we might as well. Alright, let's see about this. Okay, so with the ambient power there, that'll get that going. Now I just need to get myself up on the roof so I can start pulling a few other things around. Okay, so I should have my stairs. Here we go, perfect. That'll do it. Lovely. Get on up here. Oh yeah, the roofing's quite fine. That's nice. It works out. Okay, so yep, that light in there is working. That's great. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. See how far we can go with this. Only just. Okay. How much further? Probably not that much further with the wire draping. That should be fine. We will bring another connector over just so that we can have ambient lighting working as well. That's too far away. Oh, actually, hold up, hold up, hold up. Huh? I don't know what you mean. Well, we've got the resources. We can just daisy chain it. However, I do have an idea, and I'd like to see if it works. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, yeah, that'd be at the end, but... Yeah, this isn't going to... Actually, yeah, this would do the trick here. Just plant that there. Take that and plant it here. This can go. Okay, so this... I just need to put a power radiator here. Actually, we'll take that off for a sec. We need to straighten this out. Make that happen. That should... Hope that's not going to be a problem. Okay. Where are my long con? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Get a shorter one. Get rid of you. And you should be fine to just have a power radiator over here. Nice. And this should just sat there. No. Okay, let's head down and see how the lights are going. Nice. Nice. Ah, no. Damn it. Okay. Okay, you can sit there. Because this roof is sloped, that's going to be difficult. we're not going to see that from the floor. We shouldn't anyway. Come on. Come on. Oh, thank God. Okay. Should be able to put... Hmm. Sorry, I'm just thinking a lot about how these conduits are going to work out for us. And just a little pipe here, and a little pipe here, and a couple of radiators out here should do the trick. Wait, so... Oh, come on, really? Okay. Yes, they are. So I need to somehow make this work. Okay. So if I were to put this, and then this, and a little pipe over here, that should continue the connection and get us one of these attached to here. Yep, that's working up. These are fine. Now it's just a matter of getting some energy over here, which we can do using this. Okay, great. Wonderful. What I'm going to do, instead of using conduits, we're going to use this. This will help. Place that there. Grab this. That should be fine. And that should provide enough ambient power to power the front of this place. We'll store this away, and we'll try with the lights now. So, oh boy. That is noticeable, isn't it? Oh, well, doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it works. So, that's nice. Probably try and move this down a little bit. So that what's intentional? Oh, that. Actually, yeah, I could actually. Hang on. Please. It's not fitting to the pipe, it's fitting to the roof. That's the pipe. As long as no one looks too closely, it should be fine. Hey! Yeah. Alright then, that's fine. That works out. I'm okay with that. Now, let's see. The lighting's pretty nice. We could certainly do with more, though. Honestly, yeah, that's probably the best way to go. Fairy lights the whole way round. What's that? They are just string lights, yes. No, seriously? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Bethesda! I swear to God, I had a good green spot. Up. There, you bitch. That's nice. Keep that as is. Of course, string up the front here too. If anyone in the chat has any ideas on what we could put in this space here, now's a good time to put your suggestions down. Necro has just said it's rolling dice as to whether or not you're permitted to play stuff. It really is. Like a magic 8-ball. Ask again later, I guess. Thank you, darling wife. Okay, and of course, gotta light the way to the loo. Beautiful. Okay, so now we need to get a conduit or something out there. Shouldn't be a problem. We can certainly finagle something. One here? Maybe even two. Let's see. There we go. That's nice. Okay, so there's still a nice dark area. So we need to... Well, that's easy. A string of lights. Well, there's a fan, I suppose. I don't know. It's pretty good for ambience. And it does, yeah. That's not... That's what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's connected. It wouldn't be spinning otherwise. Shh. Bethesda magic. A good few, but none of them are a fan. It's a... Alright. Honestly, for the ambience, it's got to be the hanging light. We've got some colored string lights. That's not attached to the bar. Hold on. I think it was attached to the chairs. It was attached to the chairs. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up. Got it. There we go. That's nice. There are other string lights too. Longer ones, straighter ones, specific colored ones. Which ones? Blue. The purple ones. What, here? That's too big. Okay, so try and place this here somewhere. No, I showed you the two sizes. Ah, yes, technically, but apparently not. Yes, but also no. Apparently is the way to go. So, let's go just plunk these here then. Hey, makes a nice little glow. Okay, that's poorly lit. Okay, let's try and get that thing working. I am more than happy with that. There's so many. Seriously? Come on now. Thank you. Well, that's why you wanted that. Alright, let's get this. Down here. We can make that work. I'll just do some stringing. Alright. Strangely enough, yes. Well, that's just too bad. Alright, let's see. My wife, my darling, absolute wife, asked me if I was stringing her along. And I said, yes, yes, I very much am stringing you along. Oh no, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to keep loving me is what you're going to do. Inkies. Mwah. Right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got in between our kiss. Well done. Good for you. Okay, so now that I can pay attention to the chat, it seems like I've missed quite a bit. It's just teasing you at this point. Yeah, all of this is just teasing me at this point. So we can probably move this here, nice and centered. Don't know what we're going to put there, but it's nice now. Something does need to be there. Necro, do you have any idea of what could possibly go here? Whilst we get that, we're going to activate that. Hopefully we'll get some radio signal coming in soon. This is what the place looks like now. Let's take a huge statue of Golden Fatboy Bomb. Nope. There is, well, the closest thing we could do for that, actually, and is one of these. Or one of these. You want a big old statue of the Fat Boy? Well, he ain't the Fat Boy, but his thumb will measure the Fat Boy. Huh? Oh, the Vault Girl. Well, they look like this. Yeah. Well, it is. It is very weird. That's why they exist. Both. Necro says both. Do you have any suggestions or any feelings? Yes, you. There's a Christmas tree. I mean, we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know what... Here we go. It's January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's July right now, so Christmas in July. Merry Christmas, everyone. These are the only two statues we have at the moment. There's also these statues. Big old lion and a fountain. Clock. Clock, 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 clock. Some kind of... Go back to the vault statues. What's that? A chest? Apple stuff? Tackle stuff? Oh, fishing stuff. I suppose boxes probably do the trick. Okay, you two, I need you both to, like, skedaddle. Well, no, there's no refrigeration. Refrigeration is not a thing. Yes. Suppose we have... Here's my cooler. Suppose we might have a refrigerator in here somewhere. There's a locker. It was a locker. That's a locker. See? Very much a locker. That won't help us. So I guess we'll just go into miscellaneous and see what we can do. Okay, for the sake of everyone at home, as well as my wife, I'm going to slowly go through our miscellaneous stuff. The name is up there, bobblehead stand. We have one of those back in Sanctuary. We don't really need another one here. Yep, a counter for a bar. I think I understand what you mean, but cake doesn't exist and neither does coffee. I just wanted that there because it's silly. The cake is a lie. See? Exactly. Alcoholic. Maybe. Let's see. Well, if I'm extremely careful, I could put some shelving up and I could try and find some alcohol and very carefully place it on there. That's about it, though. Well, like I said, a bottle. I could probably put, if I can find it, some beer, uh, stout, maybe. Wait, where was it? Miscellaneous, that's right. So you want to turn this into another bar, or at least an extension of the bar. Okay, let's see if this fits. Things can in fact be placed on this counter. What are you thinking? Let's see what we've got. I've got a beer. Let's drop that. Let's see. Suppose a Nuka-Cola would do it. 1 can of purified water. That'll do it. Okay. Now, So, just doing the second worst part of the game, I can do this. But this is, again, the second worst part of the game. And this is how we make it look alcoholic, yeah? Sure, why not? We'll just leave that as is. It'll be fine. For now. There's literally nothing else in the furniture section that can make this quote-unquote look more alcoholic. The only thing I can do is throw my beers at it. Done here. Now. No, I haven't tested that because we don't have a bartender. Once we have a bartender, this place will flood in because people will want somewhere to eat. Now, the worst part about that is that I now need a home. If you can throw your beers at it, what do you think should be doing? Huh? Okay, Necro the alcoholic, or sorry, the not alcoholic quote-unquote hiccup. If you can throw your beers at it, what do you think you should be doing, huh? Well, trying to decipher whatever the heck it is you just said. So, bugger off? Bugger off. Yes, that works. Alright, first things first. We need a place to live. And I will steal this so I can build something with it. No, because you saw what happened with all the... Hey, Vertibird. Because you saw what happened with all of the bar stuff over there. I need to build these things separately and bring them back together. At least I think. Probably, but right now, I just want to build. I know it's going to be difficult. That's why I'm taking this as seriously as possible and keeping it aside. Get a nice wall there. A nice wall here. A door here. One single bedroom home. There will be a roof. We'll make it flat, just for ease. Even better, where are we? Yes, it will have a little hangy bit. No, it won't. That's way too low. That needs to be on top of something else. Never mind, we'll put that. God, that's weird. Okay. I'm not worried about the boardwalk right now. Alright. Of course I can fit a bed in there. That's fine. I don't know what the problem is. Something's wrong with this, and I don't like it. I'm sorry, do that again? Uh-huh. 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 So what you're saying is you want this house here, and then on the other side of the boardwalk, a house out there. I wouldn't want my house to have a window facing the rest of the town. I wouldn't want my house having a window facing the rest of the town, so that would be a problem. This one, facing the harbour, though, not so bad. Hmm. Yes. This is going to be a slight problem. Okay. I think to a certain point I need to move this back in and keep going along the beach. I'd say so, yeah. What do you mean, how come? I don't have that much building space out there. And yes, that does look like it's floating. I don't care. This is just nice to have as part of the scenery. Yeah, doing so now. Oh dear. It seems to be refusing to fence. Ah, it's outside of the workshop right there. Which is fine, but no one's going to walk out there. This, however, is something of a problem. Let's see. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, that's fine. And if we want to, we could probably put one here as well. There, but not here. Okay, in that case... as far as it goes. Alright, that'll do. At least for now. Now, let's see. Let's try and figure something out here. So... this one? Alright. I wish I could have a boat here. A boat would be nice. I doubt there's a boat, but... actually, an oil lamppost out here would probably do well. Not at all, they're oil lamps. They don't need to be connected. They're good. Yes? Ah, that's a shame. It's not going to go on. Lantern will, though. That could do nicely. Okay. Oh wait, it's over this way. Yes, yes, that's over this way. It was. Oh, here we go. Basket. Which can sit right on top of this barrel. No, because that's outside of the build area. Barrel of fish, right there. Obviously, there's more crates. I don't know. Whoop. That's as far as it goes. It will once we put a couple of additions down. It'll look like, yeah, we'll get the oil lantern as well. That up on top of here, maybe. Fingers crossed, please, please. Ah, that would have been nice, but no, apparently not. On this barrel, maybe. Come on. On the barrel, not over the barrel, on it. It'll do. That's just straight up going to block the whole thing. No. No. Little what? To the right? That's it. That's it. This is far. Like what? What should go in between? We've got another lobster cage. Go well there. Behind. No, that's out of the building area. I told you this. Yes, darling. This is out of build. Yeah, yeah, right here. And I left workshop mode. See? Out of build area. Can't put anything there. Uh-huh. Nope. I've got it. Lobster cage right there. This one? What about it? Move it where? I'm not sure what you're asking, but if you're looking for something tall, I think we've got some fish things here. Like the racks. There's the tannery hides. Those are not what we want. Where are these racks? They were here just a moment ago. No. Please note that this next addition is absolutely not my idea. This is the wife's idea. Necro, do you approve? basket of fish, yes. On top of the box. Apparently Necro approves of skulls. You are a traitor, and I think you're a poopy head. Alright. To where? Because I thought it was very nice sitting there. That is floating. Might be. It should be fine enough for a Bethesda game, yes.
So a ghoul walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." Ghoul says, "That's fine. Is the human fresh?"
God damn it, Hancock. As I was looking for earlier, maybe. Possibly some fish racks, but it doesn't seem like they're in here for some reason. There are a few bonfires, yes. Yes, there is a bin fire. People tend to gather around these and warm their hands. Yes. Where would you suggest? We have not. And this is not going to attach. It's not out of bounds. It needs to lock in and attach, and it's definitely not wanting to do that. Going to have to. So I need to put the boardwalk out and then put the house next to it. No. Hold on. Oh. No, not to that. Something else came to mind. I might be able to put a boat shed here. No boats, but certainly a boat shed. However, we are going to look for those fish racks because they were here, I swear to God. And they should be with all the fish stuff, but it doesn't seem like it at all. Like, there should be, along with these tannery hides, some fish racks. But there are not. And I'm getting frustrated with that. Why are you doing that? Mouse, stop that. Heaven's sake. Don't tell me it's under furniture miscellany. It is. Shit ton of fish racks. Here you go. Bunch of fish racks. And best of all, we can absolutely put them along here because it makes sense to have them along here. Why would it be in the way? What, next to the water where it can all just fall in? Well, I'm going to put a warehouse here. A little boat shed, so to speak. Well, sure, we can do that once we put all this up. Sure. Sit these here for the moment. Alright, let's see what we can do about this. Alright. For those watching at home, this will be the first time I've done this. Oh. There's just straight up a big old warehouse that I could slap down. Exactly, so that's going to be a problem. Never mind that with the prefabs. Let's see what we can do. First things first, a door. What we need is a nice big one so we can make it... Yeah, there we go. There will be a door to attach to, yes. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh my god. Hold on. Ah, no. Come on. Okay, maybe just a regular warehouse wall first. It's going to be exactly the wrong way, isn't it? It is. Okay. Right, because it's attaching to that instead of what I would need it to attach to. Jesus Christ, why is this not easy? Just a second. Wondering if this will work. It does. But now... Damn it. Oh, for the love of Pete. Get here. Okay, that should be fine. Let's bring this over and build it out. Yep. Okay. Now, mein Gott. Okay. Yeah. Do it. Okay, we need... elsewhere. Just trying to think of how to make a trench, or at least something, for the floor. Oh, yeah, here we go. This will do the trick. Grating. This will do just the trick. Put that there. Put this here. That'll give area for the water. Yeah, so a boat can come in. Yeah. In fact, probably don't need this much floor space. We can have more for a bigger boat. Yeah, okay, we'll scrap these for now. Okay. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'd love to think so. Actually, just have a nice solid wall out here. Just get some more of these here. We don't really want these to be glass, so just like that should be fine. And then we can have the big old doors again. This time out here so we can let the boats in. Okay. There is a door for this. Okay, so there's the electric door, and then there's the big old barn doors as well, which should, of course, do the trick. My only concern is which way do I want the doors to open? So apparently that's fine, which means I need to find the other door. No, yes, this one. Yes, okay. And I might just put an electric door on this side, just to show where the people are supposed to come in. So I can get rid of these then. Yeah, I know, I know. It's a process, I guess. Yeah. That's the idea. They are. Because these are going to go over the water. And in the inside here too. There we go. Because that's concrete, that should be fine. And now we can put the door... Actually, we'll put the roof on first, then we'll put... Even better first. Let's go and test these doors. Okay. Yes, they move outwards. Okay, that's actually exactly what I wanted. Good. Good. Okay. Now for a roof. Oh, 100% needs to be... Oh, wait. Hang on. I could put a whole other floor in here and use these as a walkway. Could work. Yeah. Sort of like that. Yeah, like the other way. Maybe not. You know what? I don't think it's... probably not wide enough, honestly. Probably not wide enough. So we'll just make it a nice tall roof. We do have roofing pieces specifically to try and make it taller. Actually, no. There's something else we can do. There's a wall piece specifically that we can use to make the roof taller, like that. So that'll just make it bigger, and it'll be nice. I also happen to have this in glass, actually. There it is. We'll put it on glass on these sides. Okay. We'll put... put this one over the top of this door. Come on. Come on. There. Okay. Now we'll see about the roof and see how that works. We do have glass roofs, but I think we're just going to stick with the regular stuff. Whatever we want. Like that. A little bit broken. Got some corners. Yeah, we've also got that in just regular roof as well. You can see there's quite a few different roofing styles that can work. Why this one? Well, here's what it looks like. It'd go well as a front, but otherwise not really. I suppose it could go as a side, but nah. Are you sure? Okay, the others are coming up. See, this has the extra bit. No, this is more of a star, you see. So you really want it to be glass. Why? You're seeing it. See? At the very least, here. Yeah, you'd want it to be point, yeah, regular point. So what you're looking for in particular is more something like, not this one, this. That way it moves up. And it does that. You don't want a boat shed like a greenhouse. You really don't. That's the idea. Go. Oh yeah. Something like that. Something like a gable, I suppose. Glass in between is fine. Very well. It should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that'll be fine. Okay, let's get the rest of this wall up, and then we can put the door in. We should be okay. Something like that. There we go. Now we just put the door on. Yeah, that'd probably be best. Here we are. Even better, it's got little struts. That'll help with hanging up lights once we get to putting electricity on this thing. Okay, now we put the electric door on here. Big old rolling metal door. What? It's a door. Otherwise it's going to be these big barn doors again. Aesthetic. But, if you insist... There we go. And they open outward. Good. Not this big. Alright. Now, fingers crossed. The beach. And on top of the platforms, rather than attaching to them. That's not good. Oh no. What the fuck? No, not like that. Oh my god. Are you quite serious? Okay. Sit there. I am about to try. I don't know, but if I'm right... That's not what I'm going for. Come on. I figure it's because I'm holding on to the shack foundation, it could attach to the shacks. But that's not the case, apparently. No. It's why I was trying to go with the other stuff in the first place. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. Come on, big guy. You gotta work for me. You gotta. Come on. Please. Click in. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry? That doesn't attach to anything other than these. That's not technically attached. That's not... That doesn't make any sense. You're not making sense. Yes, it is. Oh my god. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. This is getting on top of it. On top of it. The foundation is what connects it to the thing. Come on. Come on, you wanted to attach before. Get your backside into it. Not halfway into it. Into it. Now, get over here and connect. I'm not saying a damn thing. As I've said before, it's a Bethesda game. There aren't any rules. It's dumb luck. Yeah. It won't do it. It won't take the two poles attached to each other. That's not happening. Because you won't believe me, I will show you. That is the tall pole. Nope. The pole has to connect to the warehouse, not the other way around. I don't know. Oh, great. Now this won't go back in. Terrific. So, I just want it here, man. Unimpressed. Not even. Do you know the worst part of this? I can't pick this warehouse up anymore. No, it's now attached to the rest of this place. Yep, and the anchor is too close now. I have to demolish it. I was going to have it out here. No, it doesn't. So I'm going to demolish it. I'm not going to build around it. I refuse. I refuse to build around it. It has to build around me. I'm the creator of worlds, not it. It's not fine. It is not fine. This is not fine. This is 100% not fine. I do not care for that. I do not want a boardwalk in front of it. That's where the boat goes. Hey, hey, you know what? I'm demolishing it. It's supposed to. It was supposed to. I can build here, I can build here, I can build there. Look at this. Now I can't build. Now I can. And now I can't. And now I can. Big differences. It is not where it's meant to be. It is where it wants to be. And I don't want it here. Alright. See, that takes the entire wharf. I can't get that anymore. So I have to destroy it. There's no getting around it. God. I'm so frustrated. I'm so hot and I'm so fucking frustrated. This is not how I wanted this to end. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta go. It's not a million times. It's not fine. This is not fine. This is 100% not fine. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. No. No, it won't. Because it's quote-unquote too close. Half of it. Half of it. Half of it. An entire half of the warehouse has to be stored away. More needs to be done. And I'm drowning. Okay. There. That's all that's left. Oh, for the love of... You are kidding me. That's exactly what I'm saying. The warehouse will not connect to any of the foundation as long as it has walls. Lo- Nope. Like I said, nope. I'm sorry. No. The only half walls I have are the ones that I use like this. The bottom of what? Uh-huh. Do you see what's happening here? It's not going to let me put a wall there. And that's the crux of it. between foundations, you know, where they belong. It'll let me put them on the outline. No, it's on the foundation. Like I said, it'll let you put it on the outline. It will not let you put it on foundations that are already there. And if I were to try and build another floor right next to it, it would not work. It'll work, but then that floor won't go back in. We just did. Just a minute ago. Well, I'm not getting my boat shed, it would seem. It's too deep. I think that might be the problem here, is that it's far, far, far too deep. I do. I do. Not why, just I. Much like Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus, and I will quote him, I am so unbelievably disappointed right now. Not 100 on where you get the idea that we might be lucky, but sure, let's go with that. Nope. Picking it up as one object is impossible at this point. At least picking it up and placing it as one object is impossible at this point. The love of God. Good. What? Sure. Let's go with that. Mouse, stop that. Okay. Yep. Oh my god. That took way more brain power than I wanted it to. Oh my god. No, apparently not. Okay. Come on. Yes. Yeah, yes. Come on. You know what? There. It will do. In fact, it will do. This is bothering me. This whole thing is bothering me. But I'm going to leave it alone because that's all I can do. Call it a night in a moment. No. Why would you want a fence there? Wait, that's not it. Why would I want a fence? Like it's meant to be containing them, you say? That's better. That would be a baby Mirelurk. Fucking mouse, stop that. I'm definitely out of here. This one? What here? As uniform as I can make them. That'll be nice. That'll do. I don't know. Maybe an actual display like this. Yeah. Yeah. And then just a little table right here at the end. Okay. Another fish basket. It's not here, it's here. Fish basket. Beautiful. Just a pity there's no dead fish we can put up. Yeah, there's a little esky. It's back here under containers. There. Pity I can't put it underneath. That would have been perfect. This place for it would be right here. A little lunch for whoever's coming along. Not sure. Probably put two eskies on here. Probably. Let's see. Yep. Cool. Alright. Alright, fish. Right here. Just on the floor is fine. Very nice. Plenty of fish. Very nice. Probably. Another day, though. For now, this has drained me entirely. I suppose it does. You've got Fisherman's Boat Shed right next to the restaurant that sells the freshest goddamn fish you've ever had. And it all has a toilet. Hooray! Oh, look. You never left. He's walking around. It's a start. When did you move this? Settler? Why did you move this? No one's asked you to do that. Huh. Well, mystery for another day. Join us next time when we get some beds and get some settlers down here. God, this took way too long. Ah, my health. All that radiation. Let me fix that. Let's see. Right away. Don't think that'll take all of it. Let's see. Oh, it did. Wonderful. In which case, let's eat. Roast, roast, and a stim pack. What do you think, Hancock? We'll see about decorating and putting lights in here next time. For that, we will hop out. And yes, of course. And for that, we say goodbye for the evening. Thank you very much for joining us on the Golden Microphone uh, uh, gaming channel featuring Golden Microphone and the disembodied voice of his not a robot wife. Tune in tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tune in tomorrow for uh, the next season of Deep Rock Galactic, which has just dropped yesterday, and us exploring exactly what it is. Are the Awesome Depths or something? It's something like that. My brain is dead. Good night, all.